I am Johnathan Tatro, and I recently went on a trip to France and Spain during May 31st to June 9th. My question was, when I went to France and Spain, was how has art evolved over time and throughout different places? This relevance to the world will show how people have evolved in general, how different time periods have changed. Because due to each piece of art, by paintings and some are not, it will show what different time periods show, or what people thought of gods, or what they thought of himself.
With this art, it will help me realize during these time periods how people have changed, and it will show me what they have done to get to that point in their lives, or show me how that place has evolved to get to that point, that time period. It will show me from how France has gone from a revolutionary time where they did lots of beheadings, or when they did lots of paintings, to come to a point of time where they have changed and have been very kind or unkind due to these reasons.
There was the Venus de Milo that I have seen, and it was due to the Greek times of the Hellenistic piece of art, and it was famous due to its features. And there is the winged victory of Samothrace, known for its Hellenistic art as well during that time period. The Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci being famous for how it was done and never really finished. The Michelangelo's David being famous for how it was depicted and how well it was made, and due to its features. Another piece of art during France's revolutionary times was a piece of art that showed the emperor of that time, Napoleon, and his wife getting married, but also being trapped. Another piece of art, which was done in America but by a French revolutionist, was done showing by diddling, which is a form of art by doing multiple dots on a picture and using multiple colors. He made a portrait that would be done by showing a bunch of people by a bay at a park. The next picture is a picture of a goddess holding the French Revolution flag and then going to battle. The battle was unsure, but it might have been the one to take over the prison. Next picture was set in Spain by Barcelona by a famous architecture named Gaudi. During this time, this was late into his days, the picture never being quite finished and is still being done on to this day, the Grand Familiar. The next one is of Gretel and Hansel's candy mansion. It was well known just for being kind of funny, also by Gaudi. The next one is done to look like the ocean. Gaudi's art was never really done to have straight lines, so all his art would never have straight lines. Everything was always done based on religion or based on nature. Art has made me aware of different cultures, because in the US, it is not a very old country, it's about 300 years old. While France and Spain tend to be very old or considered to the US, not considered to many other countries. They are kind of young, actually. France and Spain, I'm more aware due to their art showing me how their buildings and how their structures have generally just stayed the same, and the people's mindsets have somewhat stayed the same. The speech has stayed the same. If you look at architecture there, it is quite delicate, ornate, or very well done, and will have very many nooks and crannies, unlike in the US. Our buildings tend to be straighter, tall, while their buildings are small, wide. Their pieces of their art has shown that people evolve differently, and shown me that these people do not like to talk about some of their past, and so I do not even mention it. Their food has changed as they're seen as art. Their art has shown how their food has changed from being the bread and the gruel to these fancy, delicate dinners, or how their jewelry has changed. You think about the most famous princess for being beheaded and let them eat cake is what she most famously said. She has been changed, trying how the royalty and how people of their status nowadays would wear different things.
Artist, show me this.
On this trip, I had a very grand time going to France and Spain, and I thank EF Tours for helping me get there and helping me guide me around the areas. And I thank you all very much for watching the video.